Hello dear students. Today in this module we will study a poem. The name of the poem is The Ball Poem. It's an interesting poem written by John Berryman. He was born on October 25, 1914 and died on 7th January 1972. He was an American poet. The poem revolves around the theme that one should stand and cope up with the situation and go ahead after losing something. It's a very interesting poem. The setting of the poem is there's a boy who was playing with a ball near a harbor. And while he was playing with the ball skipped from his hand and went into the nearby water body. So obviously the boy was very upset. The poet was also near the harbor and he noticed all this incident that had taken place. And he noticed the mental state of the boy also, and that he captured in his writing, and he gave the name to it, The Ball Poem. So the poem starts, the very first stanza, the opening stanza of the poem talks about the setting. What is the boy now who has lost his ball? What is he to do? I saw it go merrily bouncing down the street and then merrily over. There it is in the water. So through these 4 lines, that is the opening stanza of the poem, we came to know that the poet is talking about a young boy because he was playing with the ball. What is the boy now? It means he is talking about the mental state of the boy. Who is this boy who has lost his ball? What is he to do? He is emphasizing, that's why twice he repeated word what. Whenever the poet wants to emphasize on something, that time they repeat like this. He is asking that now what is he to do? Because it is not possible for a young boy or for anyone to get the ball back because it already went away. I stands for the poet. Saw it stands for the ball. So I means the poet saw the ball go merrily bouncing. It just merrily means happily jumping up down in the street and then merrily happily over there it is in the water, and that it settled in the water. Merrily is standing for happy, and the boy is sad after losing the ball. So here the contrast between two is drawn by the poet. Then he says, no use to say, oh, there are other balls. An ultimate shaking grief fixes the boy as he stands rigid, trembling, staring down all his young days into the harbor where his ball went. I would not intrude on him a dime. Another ball is worthless. Now he senses his first responsibility. Through these lines, the poet wants to say, children, that no use to say, oh, there are other balls. It means this stanza presents the mental state of the young boy who has lost his ball. The narrator says the loss, oh, there are other balls means the loss is not important to worry about. If he says this, that whatever you have lost is not that important, so it is of no use because the boy is shaking. He is completely grief stricken and he is fixed. It's he is already in a mental trauma because he lost his ball. As he stands rigid, trembling, staring down all his young days into the harbor where his ball went. See, the symbolism is used over here for the ball. Ball is a symbol of his young days, of his childhood, of his innocent days. So here, through this line, very important message it does reveal. What message does it reveal? It says that he is grief stricken, and it is no use to say that whatever is lost, that is not important to worry about, that it was just a ball. No, it was not just a ball for him, it was all the memories that he used to play with that ball, and maybe who brought the ball. Whatever things we have, those are not only things. Things always have their importance with memories attached to that. Okay, so whatever memories are attached to those things, that are important. That's why things are important to us. Otherwise one ball doesn't matter, but this ball matters because this was his childhood friend. He used to play, and he kept on staring down all his young days into the harbor where his ball went. I would not intrude on him. Intrude means to enter a situation where one is not welcome. So the poet says that he would not, he doesn't want to soothe him because he knows that the boy is so grief stricken and that nothing can console him. He cannot be pacified by the fact that there are other balls to play with. Moreover, he says a dime. A dime is 10 cents. So if he say, or if he would, or he purchases him a new ball, if the poet says or the poet purchases him a new ball, that will be worthless. Now he senses his first responsibility. So he is understanding, he is learning. Though he was very upset, but he was learning his first sense of responsibility. How to lose the things and how to cope up with the situation in a world of possessions. Possessions means wealth, belongings. The people have many things. They keep many things with them. It doesn't mean that all those things are eternal. They lose also, but they don't purchase the same thing. And if they purchase the same object, they can't purchase all the memories that were attached to the first one. So people will take balls will be lost always. Little boy, and no one buys a ball back. Money is external. Money is external, it's superficial, and if it is purchased, if anything is purchased, all those things, whatever we are going to purchase to replace the lost one, will not be replaced with all the memories. He is learning well behind his desperate eyes. So he is learning. The learning is going on in the mind. How to stand after losing something. Well behind his desperate eyes means his hopeless eyes, because he knew that he would not get his ball back. The epistemology of loss, how to stand up. Episteme means knowledge, to understand, to know. It's a Greek word. So the study of nature of knowledge, of loss. He learned this. How the knowledge or to understand the loss. How to stand again. This he learnt. Knowing what every man must one day know. And he also getting the thing that what every man, that every human being must one day know, that after losing something, one must stand again. One must get up to go ahead, to be progressive in life, not to cry on the spilt milk, and most know many days how to stand up. And many people already knew this thing, how to stand up. Let's see poetic devices of the poem. What is the boy now who has lost his ball? What is he to do? I saw it go. So in two consecutive lines, when first word is same, so that is called anaphora. Here you can see what, merrily, merrily. So these are same word in the beginning of the first line, same word in the beginning of the second line. So this is called anaphora. Merrily, what are the example. Next is repetition. What is the boy now who has lost his ball? As I told you, when the poet wants to emphasize on something, that time they use same word repeatedly. So this is repetition. Balls. Balls will be lost always, little boy. Alliteration. And no one buys a ball back. B sound is repeated. Symbolism. The ball is a symbol of his young and innocent days. Your assignment for today is, why is it important for everyone to experience loss and to stand up after it? You're supposed to answer a question in 80 to 100 words. I hope you understood the poem. The theme of the poem revolves around that one must understand after losing the things, one should not cry, as one must not cry on the spilt milk. The person should be progressing and the person should learn from losses. They must not stick to the same situation. They must go ahead. Okay, students? Thank you.